This is a look at Ingress, the new game from Niantic Labs, part of Google. And I'm showing you inside the car right now because it's cold and rainy, so typically you should just be out on foot to explore with this app, but I'm going to do it here in the car so that I can stay nice and dry while I'm filming. So I'm going to open up the app, and when it first launches, you can see there's a lot of green. Now I've got it running through my car stereo too, so I can just add to the pretty cool sound that accompanies the app. So it shows the location where you're at. Notice this sea of green that's on the screen. If I zoom on out, it's kind of hard to see, but the area of where I'm at right now is saturated. You can see some black up there that's not part of this field, but if I could zoom out farther, and you can't when you're just using the app, it's supposed to just be in the proximity of where you're at. I'm going to turn it down for just a moment. The Enlightened have connected portals all over the place, around U of L, downtown, going on over toward the Bardstown Road area here in Louisville. And so what it has done is they've connected portals together and made a field, and this field is just getting larger and larger. So I'm part of the resistance. I need some help with some people to help take back some of these portals. So anyway, as I spin around from where I'm at, you can see that there's actually a portal up ahead. It's outside of the range of where my circle is here, so I've got to get closer to it to be able to act upon it. I know that this one happens to be the post office. I'll click on it, and you'll see that it says the U.S. Post Office. Should take a moment, and the picture should come up here. And incidentally, this is the same picture that you'd end up seeing for this item if it happens to be in the Field Trip app from Google as well. So anyway, while I'm on this screen, it should show the picture there. Maybe it will when I get closer. Then there's these functions that you can do with a portal once you're there. So what I'm going to do now is drive on up closer to it, and then I'll start the camera again and continue on. Okay, so now I'm closer to the post office. I'm actually about 100 yards from the post office, so you can see that it's just outside of my circle, but I wanted to just drive this last little bit of distance here down this parking lot so that I'm actually get the post office inside of my little circle there, so it'll be in range. So I get a little closer, and actually kind of hear that humming. It actually had told me that I was getting up on a portal. You can hear this kind of change in the sound. So it's cool when you're walking around. You definitely have to have headphones on so that you can take in some of these sounds. So now I zoom on in. You can also see all these dots that are around. Those are known as XM, which stands for exotic matter, and that builds up. You can see the bar up at the top. It builds up so that right now I'm at 100% XM. So then that is kind of power that you get. So you get that from all those dots. So right now it's not doing anything with the rest of those because I'm already at 100%. So anyway, there is the portal, and now if I tap on it, you will see that the owner of this portal, his name is Keldar, and he's got this pretty heavily fortified. When I first started toying with this the other day, there was only one of these. You see there's 4 resonators that are attached to the portal, and that's part of what you do here as well. But anyway, he has really fortified this, not just with resonators, but has some shields and stuff on it. So you're going to see that when I attempt to hack this portal, which is the objective, you either hack them, then you link them, and from linking several portals together, you get that field. And so it's an us versus them kind of thing. And as you saw from all that green swirling around in this area, they are dominating right now. So anyway, I'm going to go and I'm going to hit hack. And I'm going to get attacked too because these got so much.
XM reserves.
Oh, I didn't.
100% resonator acquired.
Okay, so you see that I got 2 level 2 resonators. So I did hack it, which is interesting because last time I did this, it said that I was under attack, which I'm going to go to another portal in a moment and see. I usually have been attacked at that one as well. So anyway, so that's it. You notice it still says hack and it's highlighted. The thing is, if I do that, you'll watch that it'll say that it's like too soon, that it's like overheating or something. Yeah.
XM reserves 100%. You are under attack.
Okay, there we go.
Well,
now that time I was under attack. So it drained me of some of my XM power, and then it's saying 300 seconds, so 5 minutes before I could attempt to hack it again. So you can see that there's a certain time duration. Now, if it happened to be one of my portals, which like downtown, then I've got some portals that I've actually started to add resonators to, etc., then once you have a portal with all 8 resonators in there, then the link button becomes an option to see if you've got any other portals that also have all 8 resonators, and then you can link them together. Once you've linked 2, then you link 3, and then you start to create a field. You can also recharge resonators, because like when I basically stole those 2 resonators from the post office from this guy. So then when he comes back, he's going to have to add some resonators, and maybe some other people might have just drained some energy from them. So then that's what the recharge part. And then to upgrade the portal, which is not an option if you don't actually own the portal, that is to add shields or to increase. So as you see all of these right now, the resonators are level 2 on this. There's level 1, 2, 3, and I believe 4. I'm still learning about some of this, but you can upgrade the portal, so you're basically beefing up and fortifying it against possible attack. And then the target portal is just that if you indicate it as a target, then when you're close to it, it's going to tell you that you are, and then what the distance is. So there's another portal that's actually just down the street, and let me see, you can even see the lines here. This is where this portal connects to other portals. So then if I zoom on out, you see there's another portal further on down the way. It looks like it's far, but it's really only just about 3 blocks down the way is the entrance to a cemetery. So I'm going to go down there, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to actually leave it running here. I'm going to see if I can... I don't think I'm close enough to tap on it. Let me see. No, see, it's too far out of my range. So when I attempt to tap for me to get a target, then it won't do it. It's got to be closer for you to really be able to truly target it. So I'm just going to go ahead and start driving down the road here, and then I'll pull over so that I can take action, because I'm not going to do this while I'm driving. Alright, so in a moment here, it should start to notice those sounds. Now you hear some humming. It's going to start coming into play. And there it is. It shows up. And now I say target.
Acquired 175 meters south.
And so now it's telling me I'm just upon it, which I know where it's at here, so.
90 meters south.
Now I turn on in.
Target in range.
So now the target is in range, and it's the entrance to the cemetery.
XM reserves 99%.
So now I'm attempting to hack it. Ooh. I didn't get any
under
items.
Attack. 3% drained.
So I lost 3% of my XM energy, and I didn't acquire any items with this hack. This darn thing, now if we look at it, it looks like it's got a level 1, 2, 2, 3, but at the same time, I don't think that I can see the details of like what shields they have, but they obviously must have some shields. So every time I go to try to hack into it, let me see if, does that show me any portal information not available? Okay. So anyway, that's just a quick look at what the app is, what the game is like.
Target acquired 85 meters west.
What did I do there? I don't know what I did. As you can see, this is kind of the edge of where they've got their field so far, and if you actually look online on ingress.com/intel, then it allows you to be able to view an area and just see all of the portals, and it's pretty scary to see the amount of area that the Enlightened have covered. Now what in the world have I done here? It's got like this. Okay. There's more to this that I don't quite yet know, but at least this gives you an idea. It's kind of cool when you look at the, if I zoom on in, look at the kind of black, almost just reminds me of like spirits or something, you know, just that green is ebbing and flowing, and then there's little blotches of black, so it's just supposed to be like force field. And my whole neighborhood and a lot of the area around here is currently under this field on the enlightened side, so resistance has got to get hopping. So it's supposed to be a team kind of thing. Attacking this portal, like right now, if there were other people that were on the resistance side, then they could also try to hack this, and that we'd, as I understand it, we'd be whittling away at it so that we eventually could take some of the resonators, try to break some of this field, etc. And to think this is only just currently in beta, once this really gets hopping, it's going to be very interesting to see how this develops. So anyway, that a couple other little things. There's some comms so you can see where people can talk amongst one another. You can just choose faction so that this is people who in the area are talking about what's going on, so you can try to team up and say, okay, I'm hitting this area, is anyone else available to go and try to hack some of these portals, so on and so forth. And then up here where it says ops is where you can see these are some of the things that I've got in my possession. There's some resonators that I've gotten, so that I can use these when I have a portal that I want to add resonators to. And these I think are like bombs. It says XMP burster, and those might have been like what I actually got hit with when I just was attacked. And then I think that there's portal shields. So then there's different levels of portal shields that you can end up putting onto your portal. And there's also some media, which I haven't even gotten into this yet. Here's intel, which basically just shows that the enlightened versus resistance. Right now it's 11 million mind units for enlightened and almost 8 million for resistance. And you can see it mapped out on the globe, which is pretty cool. So you see there's Europe. It's kind of peppered across Asia some. And then when it comes back around, you see there's Hawaii, and then look at that, just in the US, just going crazy. And then the mission, that's actually where you get trained at first, so that you can learn about everything from first contact to hacking a portal, so on and so forth. And then to recruit, which I don't have any invites, so I don't understand how you end up getting invites, but anyway, that is there in the ops section. So that's a look at Ingress, and I look forward to there being more invites available out there so that people can start to join in on this pretty fun, pretty interesting game, and see how it continues to develop. Okay, I'm showing one other thing that I just discovered here after I turned the camera off, is I'm now attacking this portal. I wondered what those XMP bursters were, and basically once you have some of those in your possession, then it allows for you to fire upon an enemy portal. So I've been whittling away at this, and I'll show you what I do. I just press and hold on the screen, and then you see that it has target or fire XMP as an option. I go up to fire XMP, and
You've been hit 1%.
I keep getting hit.
XM reserves.
But at the same time,
6%.
I have been obliterating, and I'm noticing as well. Notice how the green is fading. So this is exciting because I am making some damage on this portal that I have otherwise been trying to just hack. Yeah, and I am just...
Resonator destroyed. Good work. You've been hit 1%. Drained. XM reserves.
I'm not sure how many more of these that I have,
5%.
but I am going to town on this, and I think that once I break this, it's going to disconnect their... I'm going to mess up their works. This is great. Try this again. I did it! Look at that!
Resonator destroyed. Good work. You've been hit 1%. Drained. XM reserves 83%.
I messed up their day. I'm gonna go on up and have some fun at the post office before I lose all of my bursters and see if I can really mess up their day. Alright, so here I am down at the post office, and I was starting to blow up things, and all of a sudden these red ones started to show up, and I realized that about 20 feet from me is some dude in his car. He's over there in that red vehicle. I saw him the other day at another place. He is actually adding resonators as I attack. So we're both 20 feet from one another in our cars, and I have got to keep on going because he is... I gotta put the camera down because I gotta continue fighting.